good morning to you. It's Sunday, and then if it's Sunday, it is a Sunday Beader. And because this is our last Sunday Beader for the summer, we're gonna do like a different schedule for the summer. I really wanted to do it and show off my pieces because you often see what I make and what I design, but I really wanted to show you, well, a few things what I made, I don't know, a long time ago, maybe 15 years or so, maybe 17, I don't know, a long time ago. And I also wanted to show you some of the pieces which I did make, but never really made it into a pattern, or we never really did anything with it. I also wanted to show you some of the other jewelry what I got from some of the ladies who kindly gifted to me. And I also, you can see I got my cupboard behind me. So that's where all my samples and everything else lives. On the top, they are organized into trays. And towards the bottom, obviously, I got more bigger boxes and bits of pieces. I will get more trays and I will organize the bottom as well later on, but at the moment you can't see there's another shelf towards the top and we got loads, so I'm going to get them out as I'm going to show them to you. I'm really excited about this one, and I really want to show you off my Daiquiri glass as well, because a lot of you don't know that, well, I do want to get my studio back, and hopefully this year, if we sort of shed out and we move stuff out of the garage, I can again have a messy studio and get my glass fusing and glass bead making equipment back out and set it up. But I want to show you my Daiquiri cabochons, what I made. These are like a long time ago, like over 10 years ago. And they're my little precious, as you would say. So good morning to everybody. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. And the weather is really nice and sunny. Let me know how the weather is you are. I'm just very quickly going to show you the weather where we are at the moment. Is, let me just click on this, really nice and sunny outside, a little bit breezy, but nevertheless it's really nice and sunny. So shall we go down to the mat, and I'm going to start showing you what I have made over the years, or over the many years. It's like you forget about it. Time flies when you're having fun. Right, let's go down to the table. I'm gonna have to use this hand. So can you pass me, there's the first tray, is this one. Right, so these, some of the pieces I have first ever made are in the trays as well, and I left them in the trays, and I'm going to show them to you later on. But I made so many different stuff, so I'm really trying to be as quick as I can, because I could stay here all day, like showing you jewelry. We could like until at least 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. we could be sitting here and be showing you jewelry. I got so much. Right, so the very first makes, what I used to make, what used to be more like stringing. So I used to do stuff like this, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more for you, but going to leave it there so we can have a nice picture. And I think they're just like Tibetan style beads. I used to wear this all the time. This was one of my, I guess you've seen me wearing it. This was before Lucy, before Christopher, before Lucy, just a simple tiger tail, just throwing some beads together. One of my very first jewelry what I made. And I made quite a few different versions of this. This one is the one of one, another one of very old one with some freshwater pearls and miracle beads, and again just like very easy stringing together. There is another one here. This one is, I made a bracelet and I made a necklace as well, so you can either wear it together as a long necklace or you can wear it separately as a bracelet and necklace. But when I first started, and I started with stringing myself as well, is I really want, everybody's saying it's overcast, and Lucy's saying it's overcast in Milton Keynes, Camilla's saying here too. Oh dear, well we don't want overcast, we want to be nice sunshine today. So when I first started making jewelry, I used to do a lot of stringing, and I just used to grab the beads I like. I used to just grab the colors I like and just make the jewelry up. So this one is hematite miracle beads, and I used to love miracle beads, and freshwater pearls again. So by mixing them up, you can just create all sorts of different patterns. Oh, I love this one. So this one is lava, and this is some sort of dyed jade, I think. I don't even know where it's from. I used to wear this a lot as well. So if you've seen me um going back, I don't know, 15 years at the bead fair or craft fair, I would have worn this necklace a lot because I love those pinks and I love it with black as well. I used to wear quite a lot of dark colors back then, so I used to love this necklace. And there is another one. This one is Amazonite. I couldn't find the earrings. I think the earrings is upstairs in my jewelry box. But this was another set I used to wear. This is garnet and Amazonite together. This one. I wore this one quite a lot as well. This is lava and freshwater pearl. Again, and you can see it on it that it's been worn to death. Really, they're really. I've worn this a lot as well. Again, I loved it because it's grays and blacks and it's went with everything as well. Now this one is not that old, but again going with stringing. So I made this for a wedding we went to, and this is Amazonite, crystals and freshwater pearls on there. And let me just zoom out just a tiny bit so you can see the pendant as well. I don't even know where I got the pendants or where I got anything from. It was just I made it up. We went for a wedding. Again, this one had a bracelet as well and had earrings as well. They're in the safe place where all the others are. Right, so I started with stringing, and then from stringing I went on and I started working with wire. This one is crocheted. No, this one is knitted actually. This one is knitted, and it's just, we had this shell kind of chips, and I think it's just 0.3 mil wire. Yeah, 0.3 mil wire, and I just kind of knitted it up. So I loved this one as well. Then from this one is knitted again. This is a bracelet. I don't even know where are these clasps from. We haven't had them for ages, but I started playing wire. So I started off with stringing, then I started playing with wire, and I did quite a few pieces with wire. Let me just bring this up a little bit. Simon is actually putting some of the links in there. If you, some of them are still, some of the stuffs are still available, but some of these stuffs are very old. So I did all sorts of different things with wire and experimented with it. This one is crocheted. Oh, no, hold on. This one just got caught up. Oh, there's an earring on it. This one is crocheted as well. Again, just shell beads, and I think they are 4mm crackle beads, very, very old. Again, pulling it together just in a clasp, adding a magnet. I liked the magnetic clasp back then as well, not just now. I really used to love them. And something like these just so perfect to wear for the beach in the summer because it's really nice and airy. There is a movement to it. If you want to, you can make a knot on the front of it. I used to love this style. So I've got a few necklaces just like this. I used to wear them too as well. I used to love them. I used to love big necklaces. I think and it's so interesting how you go through like your life, and then you start off with a style and then it changes over the time. And I think I'm going to start wearing more necklaces, and because I used to love it. Right, so that's wire, and then from wire, I used to do like big elastic bracelets. Look at this. I shouldn't have done that. So this one is about 15 years old and the elastic has gone on it, so I'm gonna have to repair this one. I shouldn't have tried to put it on my hand. So from tiger tail moved on to wire, and then from wire I have discovered thread. So I started to do pieces which actually this is tiger tail as well, sorry. So this the rest of them are going to be thread, so just like multi-strand into done all sorts of different, just playing with beads. Then this thing started with seed beads. So from tiger tail, this is tiger tail as well, so I did do some straight stringing necklaces. But from tiger tail I went on to using thread, and once I started using thread I started to do a few necklaces, which was like, because with thread you get this, bear in mind this is like 17 years old, so like, you know, the seed beads, I don't know if they were a color. There's some pinks in there, so they might have been a color. Let me bring it up. but I think we still have silver foil beads on the website, similar to this one, maybe, I don't know, not a few of them, but used to stock a lot of them. And I used to make these really long necklaces because I can just put it on very long, or I can loop it around my head one more time. And I made quite a few variations of this one with all sorts of different beads. There is a pink one, there is a blue one with these are like so easy to make, because you just take like smaller or larger sections of seed beads in between your larger beads, and quite comfortable to wear. And I liked, because they on thread, they got that really lovely movement. Again, you could put a knot on the front, you could wear it in so many different ways. So from that, I'll show you this one. From that, I did things like this, which this is again so it hasn't got a clasp on it because it's a very long necklace. And I actually don't know, I actually like this one. It's just this shell, what are these called, Simon? Daggers, shell daggers. Thank you. Do we still have shell daggers? So we used to have these a long time ago as well. And you just would wear it real long. It just goes over your necklace and just sort of gives you, again, that beach sort of look. So I really loved it. Again, this is on thread, very easy, just shrinking. So from this, and I really have to give credit to, well, I did a City and Guilds level 1, and then I went into level 2 of beading in Saturn College. That was a long time ago, before Lucy as well. And I have to give a lot of credit. Like, I love her, Julie Topsfield. She was my teachers, and she like opened my eyes for all the different stitches. And I did buy a few kits in the time. I did sort of like, I was just memorized. So I will show you some of the pieces what I did for the City and Guilds one, which we did with the different stitches. But I really want to show you this necklace. This one is one of bless her, she's this is one of the bead merchant kits. So when I first ever started, and I always say to people that when you first start that with a kit. And this was one of her kits. I love it. I really do love it, because like learning from more experienced people is, or you can learn so much from them. And I just love the colors. I love the look of this necklace. So I bought it as a kid. I have to say, I don't think I ever wore this necklace, but I really enjoyed making it. And this was my first ever, like, real, I actually like this, the first ever real light bulb moment that I like working with seed beads, and this is really something what interests me, and I want to go further. So kind of like the same time, and then I started experimenting with all sorts of different things, and there is some in the boxes which I'm going to show later on. This is just using cube beads, doing a little bit of square stitch. I sewn a little popper on there. Actually, we got thread hanging out on there. So I started to make things like this, which was near like not just stitching with one particular beads, and sort of going forward. I have got quite a few. I did this one. This double drop peyote is so old as well, and I used to wear this a lot. So these ones were, I think, when we first had magatamas, and I just did it with the delicate beads as well on there. I really loved mixing things together and started. So after using things, and I'm going to show you this necklace. This was one I did for the City and Guilds as well. So after using just one type of bead to make a necklace or to work with a stitch, I started to do the bracelets like this. So this necklace is square stitch. I'm not even sure where the beads are from. I think they must be Czech Republic. We do not stock them anymore, but actually I was looking, we could do similar styles with different beads. And I, like back then, I was experimenting with using shiny and non-shiny beads. So this one, the sort of the squares, the rectangles are made up just, and this is again 15, 16, 17 years old, just with matte seed beads, and just by sewing a few It's exactly the same color seed bead, but shiny seed bead on the top of it. It just really makes it show up. And I have got earrings as well for this one. So this was my first ever piece what I made, and it was like so more of a bit more sort of a going out piece, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I think I can't. Yes, I did. I made the squares separately because they're overlapping, and then I sewed them together. But this is the thing: you're making so many things, and after a few years, you think, "Have I? How did I do that? How did I do that?" Let me just zoom in a little bit more for you on that one, so you can see it. I do really love this one. So from here, I experimented with all sorts of different things. I did, and actually I quite like the look of it. So this is the thing, when you get something out of your box and you look at it, these ones are hex cut beads and just straightforward herringbone stitch, and there isn't even a clasp on it because it's a long one, and you would just put it on your neck and you would tie a knot on the end, and that's how you would wear it. So let me just tie a knot on this one. So you don't even need a clasp. It's just a straightforward long piece. So I love this one as well. And then you would just wear it like that, just with a little tie. And then I did just experimented with smaller beads, larger beads, with all sorts of different pieces. You always know your first pieces because they look so old. I mean, I don't know. I think these seed beads were a different color as well, and quite possibly this one is definitely Chinese seed beads because I can see they're quite uneven. This one is crocheting, and I done it, I think they were a different color when we when we first started, but I used to love tinker with stuff like that. And then I went through all the stitches, and we were combining stitches and do all sorts of different things. This one is really, really old. Actually, this one I think was made by my very good friend Pauline a long time ago. She's gifted me quite a few pieces what she was making because she really liked making jewellery. So this was it was with my old pieces, but this was one of her pieces, just a straight ribbon made. This is square stitch, and just a little sort of dangles at the end as well. So from here we got this one again, like sort of a ribbon, just with a little dangle in the front. Very, very old one. I don't think I could rock that color anymore, but back then it was nice. This was, oh, these are just hugs bracelet. Very, very, very old one. You can always see on the beads, like after a while, if they're like, these are Chinese seed beads, next to the pearls, they start to this color and they change, and they're all sorts of different things. Hold on, let me just get this got tangled up. Again, we got herringbone stitch here, and just doing like a little bit of beads going around it, just a little bit more decoration. This one is just a right angle weave, a little heart. Just get it the right way. I did it a couple of strands. Oh, this is the going back to the just I don't know how I choose my colors. I probably wouldn't wear this white and red one anymore, but then I don't wear white and red anymore. I used to wear red tops, and now they're not really my colors so much. This one is a very old pieces of Dutch spiral again, and we just done Dutch spiral in the wrong way that way. We just done Dutch spiral in the BeadClub last week. Was it last week? Yes, the week before. Really, really enjoyable stitch. So I got, let me just move these back onto my tray here and get the next one out. Right, I want to show you this one before I go any further, because this was one of the early pieces as well, and this one was one of the pieces that I made for the City and Guilds. So this one is, I think I called it Summer Garden, maybe, on the as I was going through the course, and it's just sort of flowers and flower beads. The colors definitely changed because they were like a bit more pinkier, and now they are a bit more dull. But where's the other one? I just seen it. There we go. And I really loved making this one. I have to confess, I never ever wore this necklace. But I used to, when we used to do the craft fairs, I used to have this on a little bust, and everybody would stop and look at it because it's really fun. It's a really nice sort of showstopper piece, and that's what I loved about it. That I loved making it sometimes, and if I turn it around, I just made a base and I sewn the beads onto them. This one is square stitch again, and you can shape square stitch so much, just as much as like I guess any other stitches. And what I loved about this one as well, this is whenever I see this necklace, and it looks quite old now, but whenever I see a necklace, it always puts a smile on my face because it's such a nice, I don't know. It just, sometimes we just have to make something for not even just for the sake of making, but we have to make something because we absolutely adore, or we like the colors, or we like the make itself. And sometimes we have to make something where, like, you know, we want to wear it as well. But this one definitely one of those what was just on the side. Oh, everybody's saying beautiful. So again, bear in mind this one is probably about 15, 16, I don't know, a long time ago I did this. Right, I'm just gonna grab, actually before we move into the other jewelry, I'm gonna show you the pendants, the dichroic pendants, because that was, oh, Simon's gonna give it to me, that was my sort of, that came next in my life, I guess. So I met this guy at one of the shows called Martin. I don't know if you ever heard of Martin. Sam, can you take this, love? And obviously Martin from Tough No Gas. And I was intrigued. I was hooked. Like before anything ever happened or anything this, I was hooked on dichroic glass. I just loved the look of it. So I booked Martin's partner Teresa was doing one-to-one lessons, and I booked a lesson up straight away, and I convinced Simon to come up with me, and he drove me up because they were up in Yorkshire, we were down in Essex, so it's a kind of like a 5-hour journey, and we made a lot of pendants that time. And these are all those pendants, and some of them I used to sell, some of them I kept for myself, but these were the very, very first pendants what I did glass fusing. Oh no, this one is a later one. And I did all sorts of different things. I just had the most, that's not it, I had the most fantastic day with Teresa doing all sorts of, I think there's a few more, but there is some upstairs in my jewelry box. So when I first started, I wasn't quite sure how much glass to put on things. So you can see the glass, the clear glass is coming over the dichroic because I probably put a too big piece on there. And you know, but I love it. I really, really do love this. So we came home, and I was just thinking, and I was like, I need this. I really want to do this. So I convinced Simon. Simon's like, I need this in my life. Like, you know, like this is a kiln. This is what missing from my life the most. I need a kiln. I have to go and get one. So Simon let me, I guess. And I went and got a kiln, and then I started to make my own dichroic. And I used to sell the dichroic enough to, I guess, kind of fund my little hobby, because there was always new glass to buy. There was always new, materials to buy, new stringers, new fritters, new all sorts of different things, always new equipment to buy. And then I started to make my own pendants. Now this is just a few of them. I got a grinder then, so I started to grind down the side of the pendants to make them more sort of nicer and more straighter. I started to do all sorts of different things. This is just a few of them. I got a whole box of them over there, but I was intrigued with all the different patterns you can get in dichroic, all the different things you can get. And I obviously did patterns, and I added different bits of pieces together. But what I loved the most is when I got a drill press, and I was able to drill out complete circles and do all sorts of different things to make. So these ones would be cufflinks, or they would be for earrings. I used to make, or these ones as well would be earrings as well. Oh, Christopher's here. Come and say hi to the ladies.
Hello.
Oh, bless him. So you could be doing all sorts of different things, and I really, really loved it. And then because I had the drill press, I was able to do larger circles, so I was able to make large slabs and then drill them out with a larger and a smaller. You needed a diamond tip drill as well. They're so expensive themselves, and it had to be a water cooled drill press. And I had so much fun with these, like really, really so much fun. Let me just peek into the box. There is so much more in this box. Oh, there is more ones, like, and even these ones you don't really need that much dichoric in it, just a little bit to add a bit of a peak of a color. But there's so many pendants here, and dichoric now I don't think it's that. I did patterns. I did also this is the box which was for sale, and I probably should put it back out because I did some look without a top glass, and then it just become like a matte finish. I loved it. You loved playing with it. Right, let's move on. Oh, there's some other big ones, of big round ones. So let's move on. I'm just going to pop this to Simon. So I'm going to grab the trays from behind me, and we're going to start on those. And I can't believe half an hour is gone already. And I'm really sorry. Like, I see the comments coming in, and I really, really want to I want to chat, and I want to stop, but I want to go through as much as we can, because otherwise we're going to be sitting here for such a long time. Right. Just take the whole lot down. One try. Can you move those backwards, please? Right, very first tray, and it has, actually, this is perfect. It has the seed bead bracelets, the first ever seed bead bracelets I made, and this was done on a loom. They were check seed beads at the time, and I just done like more, I don't know, all sorts of different patterns. There is more than these three, but I'm not quite sure where they are. Some of them I gifted it away, some of them a couple of them I got upstairs, but I used to do a lot of just beading on the loom and do bits of pieces. Back then we didn't have fancy ends, so I just plaited the threads what was left, and you would just tie it on your hand, and that's how you would be wearing it. Yeah, I even started a big butterfly, and I think I talked about the butterflies some time ago, that I started this big butterfly. It was about like that big, and life took over. I didn't have time to finish it, and I was like halfway through the other side, and I put it away, and years later I found it, but can't find the beads anymore to finish it. Right, so tray, this one is an older piece one as well. Again, this is square stitch at the bottom, and I just added, let me just zoom in a little bit, just added crystals to the top. This one is an older piece as well. This is square stitch as well. This is using long bugle beads. I don't even know where these bugle beads are from, but they are, and I just used a little flower bead as a closure there. Now this is the bracelet to go with that necklace what we've seen. I didn't add any shiny beads on the top of the bracelet. I just wanted to keep it nice and plain. And I used to do a lot of, not using clasp, but using beads as a closure. Here's another one with long bugles, just like that. And then more on square stitch. This is a project we did, not that long ago. I think, when was this? You tell me. This is the square stitch necklaces, Simon.
Last year sometimes.
Last year sometimes. I really enjoyed making this beaded chain with square stitch. Let me just log in and actually, I know Lucy's posting the messages in my computer, just turned off so I didn't see it. So let me just sort that out quickly. Diane was asking, do you still do the courses? Do let me know what you mean about the courses.
Does Martin do the glass courses? Don't think so.
No, I don't think. I'm not sure. You would have to phone them up and have a chat to them, because sometimes they do. I don't know. Sometimes they offer one-to-one, sometimes they're not. And just to give them a call, just give them a you go toughnotglass.com. Just go on their website, get the phone number, phone them up, and talk to Martin and just ask them, tell them I sent you. Right, so I really, really love them. But before I used to, this was the original piece. So this is the one we done last year, and this is the one I done 15, 16, 17 years ago, a decade ago. I don't know, Alexa just started talking about a calculation, bless. Maybe Lucy asked her something upstairs. So this was the inspiration for last year, what I'd done a long time ago. Same technique, and just making the links with a square stitch. Here I just used one seed bead, and obviously what we done last year, then we jazzed it up. We jazzed it up, but you can see sort of doing the same technique like years and years and years apart. You can see that the difference, like how far you can come along. And when I did it again, I knew that it can't just be seed beads, you need something sparkly in there as well. But I have experimented, and I don't even know what is this. I think it's missing a piece now. This was kind of the same time when I was doing that one. I don't know, it's a bracelet, but I think it was plaited and it's missing a piece at the bottom. So maybe I will investigate. Don't know. I don't know. But I got loads of pieces like that as well that I know and I don't know. Right, some of my most treasured pieces are, I love these, and I'm just very quickly going to show you. These are very kind of going to jump backwards and forwards now with the trays in time, because these are like more like techniques and bits of pieces separately. So the lampwork earrings are my favorites. I wear them all the time. I actually need to contact Helen and see what we got in stock and what we need, because I do need to restock these. You know, we had the little penguins and all the sorts of different bits of pieces at Christmas. They are my absolute favorite. I wear earrings all the time now. So when I first started, I did make big necklaces and I was wearing the necklaces, but now I wear more earrings rather than anything. So I'm a sucker for a nice pair of earrings, something nice just to sort of dangle down. So I'm not going to show you all of them. There is much more. I go backwards and forwards wearing them, and some of them are not even here because they're upstairs in my jewelry box. And I actually bought down a couple of other ones. I'll show you in the minute. Actually, I'll show you right after this, because they are my private pieces from Helen. I wear these all the time. Right, let me just grab that box and I'll show you my pieces from Helen, what I got from her. Oh, and there's a couple of other bits in here. There's so much jewelry. Right, so the one I really love, and actually this was the first ever set of earrings I had from Helen, and this is Simon bought this for me for my birthday. There is a pendant to go with that as well, but I think that's upstairs. I really do love it. They're just like sort of little roses, a little bit longer ones. This one actually Helen made these earrings, and or did she? She just bought, no, I think Simon just got me the beads. Oh no, and then next year, Simon got me, for my birthday again, from Helen, of course. Nobody else got me my strawberry earrings. And then this comes with a pendant as well. I really, really do love it. Other things I have, which we then, Bluebell, I had from Helen. But I think I showed this once, and then like us people were sort of reacting to it. We got in the different, and there's all sorts of different colors. These are really nice. The snowdrops, but did we have snowdrops on Simon? They were really nice, and I just got all sorts of different colors of the similar ones, but I just showed you. But my very, very favorites, what I wear the most, is the little lavenders. And I have got pendants. I got them in all sorts of different colors. I really do love those ones. I do have some other ones what I love. Don't ask me where is this from, because I can't remember, but this is just a little sort of, it's a little shell. It's a dichoric, but this is done on flame. It's not melted in a kiln. So I'm not sure who's this from, but I really do love this bead. This is just so pretty. And there's a couple of other ones what I got, because Martin actually used to organize the flame off with Simon, which was once a year, but obviously we didn't have it on last year. We had it on a year before. And there's just a lot of lampwork bead artists, and they all go and sell their bits of pieces. And I always pick up one or two if I go. We love fuchsia flowers. I love the strawberries, Alison is saying. Yeah, I love them too as well. I really do love them. And I've had like earrings like this, which probably you see me wearing. These are just like Swarovski crystals. I had them for donkey's years. I don't even know where they were from, but just very simple makes. Right, okay, so next tray. Our next tray is, and I have got some which is not organized into trays yet, jewellery, but I'll show you those at then. So next tray, this is the right angle weave, as well as some other bits of pieces in here. So right angle weave, the one, and I will show you this just in a bit, because I want to show you what you can, how the colors come about when I do kits. So this one was my little pet project. I loved it. I really do love it. I did it with all sorts of different colors and done so many different colors of this diamond pendant. I really do love it. I love just you can have, and this one is on a necklace here. I love that you can just have, like, you know, something like this is great, because you just make it a pendant and you can wear it with a chain what you already got. Let me zoom in on it a little bit more so you can see it. But I just really do love it. I think Simon's gonna drop it. And I had a little play around with mixing the colors together. I think that's in the instructions as well as I can remember, but you could do all sorts of different colors, very sparkly. And there's a heart coming soon. I just need to work a little bit more on it. So I love that. I love 3D shapes. I love 2D shapes. I love right angle weave. I've done so much with it. Oh, Simon just popped the link in there. You know, you can do any colors. Now I have got, this is, I can't take the credit for this one. But I got one here, I nicked it and I never took it back. This one was Sarah's necklace, actually, and she designed this one. This is her ombre necklace, and this one you have got the right angle weave at the top, and they are right angle weave coming down, and then you link it up with the strand of beads. I really do love how she designed this, and I nicked up blue one, so that is mine now. But you don't tell Simon. Just zoom out a little bit. Don't tell Simon. Oh, Mina's saying she bought the pendants kit. Right, next one on right angle weave. Oh, there is you know, we did these and I did them in so many different colors. Just a little. We did the Christmas colors as well for Christmas. These little candle holders, I love them because you can take them out and then you can pop a new one in there just to add a pop of a color. And we had a go at doing some napkin rings as well from the same materials. Moving on, right angle weave. I think this one was a creation station last year at some point, and just using the rice pearls and doing like the right angle weave, but like doing three different colors. Hugs and kisses with hematite. Well, I got so much hugs and kisses, and I bought some other ones home which I'll show you as well. So this one, oh yeah, this one was the same. So we started with this, just popping this one back for just a sec. We're starting with this, and then we ended up with this on the creation station, adding crystals and all sorts of different bits of pieces with it, but just as a play. Now this one is really old. I don't know, 15, 16, 17 17 years old. I got this S clasp on here. Let me see if I can undo it. I don't want to pull it too much because with all the jewelry you have to be very careful. Just like little X's on top of right angle weave base, and that's it really. We did this quite a few times with different beads and different bits of pieces, but this one is the oldest one of those. Oh yes, this is the same, but this is a younger one. we did this last year. This one is a Lily Bear set, and this one is the crystal version. We did it in pink, and then we did it in blue as well. And I just love the technique because it's so easy. And this one we did it as modified right angle weave. We have done it in satin pearls as well, but I'm not sure if I got the samples of those, but I will show them to you if we come across it. Oh, another old one. That's exactly the same. So this one is just a very small magnet to hold it together, but because the magnet was quite small for the bracelet, just a little chain on the top of it. Again, crystals at the bottom and just seed beads at the top, but it's reversible, so you can wear it this way, or you can wear it the crystal showing at as well. Moving on, right angle weave. Now I'm going to show you this hubble stitch because, well, hubble stitch is called hubble stitch, but it's a variation of right angle weave. I really do love this stitch. We had it in the Bead Club, oh god, last year, I think, before Christmas. I have got a kit coming out of this one very soon because Diane, actually, she's in the chat, Diane Moore, she's given me a very brilliant idea with including some crystals and bits of pieces in there as well. Now I'm going to show you something. This is, again, it was Sarah's design, doing a little pendant, and I really do love these ones. And just making a cage, adding a large crystal inside it with the bugle beads. Very nice pattern. I think a lot of people done this pattern before, or a variation of this pattern. A couple of our suppliers actually did some free patterns on this one as well. Now moving along, Pixie. This is the one you named the Pixie. I love this one. This is again a right angle weave bracelet, done so many different colors. I just love like this one because like using 3 different colors of crystals with 1 color of seed beads, and by just using 2 materials and not more. Sometimes less is more, but then you go ahead and add 3 different shades of crystals in it, and all of a sudden it becomes and looks even more professional. Now I got one of these, and it's the turquoise ones I have upstairs that I do wear on a regular basis because I just love them so much. Very pretty, very sparkly. I have been thinking, actually, I might venture into do a pendant, sort of a wider pendant, and make into a necklace as well with the same stitch. So watch the space. Something might be coming up soon. Well, when I say soon, it might be a couple of months. You never know. Right, this one's probably about 5-6 years old. Again, hugs and kisses pattern never go out of fashion. Obviously there is no kisses on this one, so these are just hugs, but very easy, very pretty pattern. I'm not going to pull them all out. I got probably about 10 bracelets here with all sorts of different colors. Let's get a blue one out as well. Very easy one to do, very effective. I got a monochrome one upstairs, which I do wear all the time. Oh, but you're saying everything is beautiful. Thank you so much. Right, next one. Again, my pet project, and I got quite a few colors here again, is the beaded lace, using the very small crystals, but very small bugles, 3mm bugles, and crystals and seed beads, and just creating your pattern. I got so many colors. I'm not going to show you all of them, but again, I had so much fun designing this one, doing all sorts of different bits with it. And at the same time we did a pair of earrings as well, because they were the chariot earrings. You can make them to go with the same color as your necklace, but you could do them standalone as well. Very pretty, very lacy, very light pattern for the summer. Right, moving along. Let me just move this tray out. So the next actually 3, and I got one more up as well, is all beaded beads. You know me, beaded beads is somewhat my pet projects, because I love beaded beads, and this one is the original erudite beads. So erudite beads, I named them erudite beads because erudite is knowledge. It stands for knowledge. That's what it means. And the whole idea behind erudite beads that we got quite a few of them, that you learn how to make each one of them, and you can swap them back, because I could take any of these beads off of this necklace and sweep and swap them, add other ones, other designs, other colors in them. Now this was the original one, the number one, and with in this pattern there is 5 different size of beads you can make with it. I think it was quite a few page. Hold on, I got one here which is not on there, so that's one. There is this one. These ones are bigger ones, and then you get to the really big ones in the middle. But again, you got different. So this one has got pearls on the side. This one has got crystals on the side. You got all sorts of different variations you can do with this one. So I got so many colors of this. They're so pretty. I really loved playing with these, and I loved making all of them. But just to sort of put you in perspective, there you go. There is the colors. There's zoom out and let's have a look at the colors. There's the colors. We got loads and loads and loads of colors, and there too. I love it. And I could put a teal and a blue together, or I could put a teal and a purple together on one necklace, and it would look really good. Right, then we had the very berry here. Now we done the very berry not that long ago, haven't we, Simon? Mm-hmm. So these are 3mm pearls. This was a kit, 8mm pearls, and these lovely triangle cut crystals. I really do love those crystals because they got like such an interesting cut on them. It's just like different from the normal. And again, as you've seen, there is so many different colors of these ones. I'm not going to pop them all out. You learn how to make the bead itself. You would make the beads up first. I think you get 10, 11, 12 or something like that beads from the kit. And then you can string it up together and form a necklace. But done in so many different colors. I really, if you haven't guessed, I really do love beaded beads. So I just love them. I just love making them. And when I did the very first one, I haven't got the necklace here, but that's the one. And I told this story so many times that Christopher kept pinching my berries, my very berries, and I found them later on, quite some time later, in his toy pirate chest in his bedroom. Right, some more on bead stringing we did. So this one is obviously not so much of a make, but what I really want to show off with this one, I actually should have, like this one's got more crystals in it, I actually should have bought a string in just with the crystals. Now what we did, and I'm always trying to think the way how I can do things to make it, one, cheaper for you, and to make whatever you make from it, make it more professional. So when we introduced these crystals, and I think the ovals and the coins and hexagons, and we've got 3 shapes, they're still available on the website. But when we introduced these crystals, we went to the factory, and obviously they make each one of these crystals as a separate strand, and you can buy them, the big ones, you can buy this second one down, third one down, and the smallest one separately. But I didn't want it separately. I wanted them to make me a strand that has all 4 sizes on there. And after some negotiation, there had to be some negotiation, because they had to obviously piece it on piece, they have to string it piece by piece. They made us the strings, and they're really popular because all of a sudden, like, this is straightforward stringing, and even if you just use a pearl and 1 size crystal, the necklace would look great, even if you just had that one. But because you're doing the graduation on the necklace, it all of a sudden makes it much more than what it is really. It makes it, because the graduation just gives a more complexity to your jewelry. So whenever you do anything like that, do think about it, graduating it using larger beads as you go down, because it will just give a little bit more twinkle to your jewelry. Right. and just pop these back. Now the next one I have got here is the popcorn jewelry. We had so much fun with this one. Did have a couple of variations going. I am actually thinking of redoing it again because I just love this technique and I love what and how it creates it. This one is done on tiger tail, and more often just like add a chain to the end and you can use it. Just move them. You can just, you know, close in with the lobster clasp, whatever you want to close in. But the other thing is what good for something like this is to just use leftover beads. So if you have got purple beads, just chuck them in a pot, and sooner or later you're gonna have a nice bunch of them, and you can use them all together. So let me just bring it up. One of them, this is just done on tiger tail. You can get this look with many different techniques, and but I love working with tiger tail because it's so nice. Oh, Van is saying we'd love to do the popcorn again. Yeah, I'll pop it on the list and it will come back. Maybe do it with a different twist. So I'll I'll have a little think. And oh, this one is strong. We did this. Oh, when did we do this? I don't know, quite some time ago. So those sparkle beads, they are not sparkly to start with. They are just the oh, brain freeze here. What shape are they, Simon? Barrel, that's it. A tubular shape beads, and we have these bracelet crystal diamond ribbon, I think we called it, and I just glued the diamond ribbon on the top of it and added some bead clasp, and there you go, you got a lovely necklace to wear. I really do love this one because it's sometimes like an easy make. Just gluing the stripes on there makes it, you know, nice and easy, quick, and looks good as well. And then we have experimented with the diamond tubing as well, and there is memory wire inside that in the caps, and just to sort of sits in a bit of your neck. I love simple stuff like that as well. Oh, this one is a very, very old piece. I never finished this, so I got loads of pieces like this. This one is crocheted and just size 6 beads. They look a bit better quality, so they might be Toho, I guess, or something similar, but I never finished. So I got stuffs in boxes like this, but I never finished as well. Oh, this one, and I do wear this one. It's a groove tube bracelet we did quite some time ago. Right, that's that tray one. Don't worry, only about another 10 to go. Just joking. Oh, back to the beaded beads, and these are the other ones, and look how much I got here. How much beaded beads I got here. I don't know what on earth I'm ever gonna do with these. Like, I don't know. I just like them and just like to sit there and look at them. So beaded beads, we had 2 other variations. This one is the check crescent beaded bead. Properly, this is the easiest one to do. Very nice, just like putting the crescents together. Simon's going to drop the link just in a second for you, and you can fill up a necklace in no time. And then, oh yeah, these ones as well. So we do have crystals, which they are large whole crystals, and then can be really easily mixed in with the beaded beads themselves, and they look like, you know, well, if you just make a couple of beaded beads, get some crystals, because then you can fill up your necklace while you're making the rest of them. So that was the check ones. Then we did this one. These are the setting ones, and I love this. I got a necklace upstairs, which I wore for another wedding with them. This one is more like a cubic right angle weave pattern. The other one was more netting, the first one, but you can do all sorts of different things and bits of pieces. These ones pearls, but I just love the colors. I love these satin pearls, how they all go together. So sometimes you don't have to have crystals, you can just have pearls. And then we got this, which is, again, right angle weave, and that's the middle of it. Let me just pull this around. You can make them in different sizes. We had these, don't know if we still have the crystal iridite beads, but again, you're making large whole beads, and just with the crystals, I got many colors. And what I loved most is this one, which is with the 3mm crystals and size 15 seed beads, so slightly smaller. And we did it as a rainbow pack, so you can make, I think there's 13 colors in the set, and then you can add it on as a rainbow necklace just to make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit different. But you don't have to have that many. You could have just had 5 beads on your necklace if you wanted to. So I loved making these ones. And with, you know, when I love a project and I love making it, because I will make all the samples myself. I won't let anybody else to do it. It will be mine. I want to do it. And I will sit there until midnight doing the samples, but I thoroughly enjoy myself. Oops. Right. Let's keep going. Okay, so these ones is a little bit of a mishmash. I have done this a long time ago, 15, 16, 17 years ago. This is knitted. It's just a little purse. You can actually, and I think I used to wear this. Just seed beads, size 11 seed beads, and I think they're check. And just a little purse. If you wanted, you could add little coins or something in it. Just something a little fun. A longer necklace as well, so we'd wear it sort of further down. But I love making things like this. Oh, there is the earrings. There are the earrings for the necklace I showed you very first. Right, so this one is a bit of a mishmash. I think this was a USB 4 project. I loved doing this one. I really love designing this one because there is so many different beads. There is so many different you know, you can just make a mix and add it all together. Again, another one. This is just a crisscross pattern. We're going into kumihimo. I loved making kumihimos, and I do actually wear these ones quite a lot, just with crystals. I love doing crystals and pearls as well. Oh, and we got Christopher's little butterman here. Bless him. Oh, these are some of the older ones as well. Again, just stringing. So I started with single seed beads, and then from the single seed beads, I have progressed on to doing 3 into 1 and 1 in 3. But these are going back 17, 18 years. The very first pieces I made, again, long time ago. I'm just trying to. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to go through a little bit quicker because you got so many stuff to see. Right, next one. Oh, tubular netting. So this one is probably about 3-4 years old with the pearls. We redid this in BeadClub. We did it with different materials. We did it with crystals. We did it with the cat's eye beads, which was on a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. I really do love tubular netting. I think it just gives you a very nice pattern. Oh, Charlotte, thank you so much for the stars. Really appreciated. Okay, so this is another one of my pieces I did for City and Guilds. So, and I actually never found the clasp to go on these, and I think I made that ribbon a little bit too tight. So that's one day I will finish this. But this one is just a very big netting. We'd wear it as a scarf, I guess. Just very 3mm crystals. I think there's Swarovski crystals on there, but I can't quite remember what I used back then. And it's just a very long netting necklace. It does sit nice. So if I finish the clasp, I could wear it. It does sit nice. Sometimes it's just nice to wear something bigger. So this is, and the earrings I made with it is just like long, like a long dangle earring, like really long one. So this one is like 4 inches long, really dangles down. So this is something what you would want to wear when you go out, I guess, for on a dressing up dinner dance and date. But someone doesn't take me to dinner dance and date, so I don't need to wear any jewelry like that. Right, chenille stitch. This was we done it in BeadClub, and this is one of the USB projects as well, USB number 3. I really loved the pattern what you can create with this one. So pretty. There's another color as well there. There is the turquoise one as well. All right, moving along. Right, other stuffs. Oh, I love this. Is USB number 4 again. The Amos pendants. What did we call this one? Fleur. Is it Fleur? Yeah, we call this one Fleur. I love, and I do wear these. I do wear these too. I love them because this one was with Amos beads, and coming up with it, at one point it looked like a little bit of a pine cone, but I really do loved it. So designing that one, and then going on this one. This is USB number 4 as well. The check brick beads, again, very lovely, very easy pattern, and very, like, some of the makes are just really, and I got loads of colors. Look, I got loads of colors here. Some of the makes are, I don't know, they're just easy to make, and like you just enjoy it making, enjoy the make. Again, flower ones, I love these ones as well. These ones were quite a few years old. They on the USB 4 as well. Katerina, I think this one was called, with I don't think we ever done this one as a Facebook Live. Maybe I need to look into this. See, I find things what we never done before. So I might redesign it from bicones. So maybe I redesign it with rondels. But I think that we could have a look on that one. Samos, we done this as well in the Bead Club, and also in USB number 4. I love very elegant bracelet. No, we did this as a Facebook Live as well, I think. The tile one, again, loads and loads of these ones as well. We did in loads and loads of different colors. There's loads of colors there, look. And I loved this pattern as well. I really did love it. Let me just zoom in just a tiny bit for you. I really do love it. Very, very pretty pattern, very pleasing to the eye. Right, moving along. Ooh, those ones. Right, I have got, and look what I got here. I got one of the pendants, but Natalie gifted me, bless her. So, ooh, and I got something else here. This one I got as a gift as well from our lovely Diane, and I really do love it. This little bracelet, again, like a herringbone pattern, similar to the brick one, but this one with different beads. Right, so moving on to the next tray. I'm gonna bring the tray in because then you can see all of it, and I just sort of pull some up. So Elizabeth, we done Elizabeth with pearls, and then we went along and done Elizabeth with crystals. I do really love this pattern, and actually I found a bracelet, which I think it's upstairs the other day. I think this one I might redo it as a multi-row bracelet rather than just one row, but I really enjoyed it, and maybe I will add some other beads in there as well. So I think I'm thinking about playing around with this one again. I just really do love it. All sorts of different ones. Very pretty pattern called Elizabeth. I really enjoyed designing this one, and this is again another classic example that you're only using 2 materials, and it makes it really, really pretty. So you're only using seed beads and 1 size crystals, because sometimes you can design things and have like 20 different ingredients in there, and sometimes you just need a couple of them. This is really old. This is herringbone stitch, very old. They are Chinese seed beads, so they're not even, but oh, miracle beads, look. I have been playing around with herringbone stitch with different seeds, so you never know. Watch the space. Oh, there it is. There is my play around. So never know. Watch the space. There things might be coming up with herringbone stitch using all sorts of different sizes of beads. I love herringbone stitch. This is again, oh, these are old pieces. Oh, this one is possibly 15, 16, 17 old. And the way how I did this, I did 2 buttons on there. Obviously, if I did it now, I would probably try to find a nicer button, but you would put it on your bracelet, and then you on your wrist, and then you would pull it up, and you would take 1 hook around 1 button, and the other hook around the other button. I think if I had nicer buttons, then it would work out nice than just the herringbone stitch band. I think these are triangle beads, Miyuki triangle beads, but no, they're Tahos. They're Taho triangles. And then that's it. And then when you want to take it off, you would take one, and then you would go and take the other one off, and then it would expand back out. So I did have crazy ideas like this, and then obviously would fit it over your wrist. These two is herringbone as well. These ones size 11s. These ones are Chinese again. These ones are delicates. I love this one. I used to wear this one all the time. I just love the pattern, what all those different colors make. Purchasing, you must have an old room with all your mix. Yeah, I haven't even showed you half of it. I'm gonna go on a little longer. I'm not gonna go on too long because obviously, like, you know, this is your Sunday as well. More herringbone stitch. This just straight necklaces. This one is the ombre bracelets, we did with different colors. I really enjoyed creating with this one, but I love just the herringbone necklaces, and I used to make loads of different colors. This is like when we go on a plane journey or something, I would go and take, and I would just sit there and do some beading like this. Oh, henna, don't forget henna. So henna is just seed beads and super geo beads. Again, what I love about it, that you can do in different colors. But before, I guess, henna was born just like that, I have experimented with crystals and all sorts of different beads on the side. I don't know why I abandoned this, because actually it looks quite pretty. But I don't know. I think maybe because the crystals doesn't sit... so the crystals are fatter than the bracelet itself, but for some reason I abandoned this version and I went back to using seed beads. Right, next one. Oh, we got, right, very, again, all the pieces, just very, I'm gonna put you on. No, I'm not gonna force them. So just hematite rondelles and crystal rondelles, and I used to wear these all the time. So I would do one bracelet where the majority of it is hematite and just a little bit of crystals, and then I would do another bracelet where the majority of it is crystals and a little bit of hematite, and I would wear them together. And I used to wear this all the time, like another elastic bracelet just with super jewels and crystals, very thin and simple one. Or this one I wore quite a lot as well. I'm not gonna pull it because it's very old. 3 strands of elastic and with miracle beads, a focal, and then strands are going off to the side. Right, Caroline. We all know Caroline. I love it. I really do love it. Again, elastic bracelet. I call them the next generation elastic bracelets because they are so easy to take off and put on, but actually in reality it does look like a stitch bracelet. It doesn't really look like an elastic bracelet. Talking about elastic bracelet, these are some of my favorites, using the lovely acrylic roses. These are 2 row roses. That one is 1 row. Just having a little play and making all sorts of very, very summery. Now, different, again, still staying with the acrylic. This was the curve, the nib bit curve. Did we do this as a Facebook Live, Simon? Maybe we do this some point, because these are really, really nice bracelets. I really do love them. Very nice and airy as well. We had a different version of this as well. We had beams with it as well. We never done the beam one, so just to pop both of them next to you. They kind of similar, but because using a beam here and using a capuchon here, they look completely different sometimes. It just baffles me. Just by changing one bead, you can change the whole look of the bracelet. Right, very quickly, just some bracelets. These were the hematite beads. I really love these ones, and I wore one of the rose gold one to death at one point. I was wearing it for like, I don't know, a few weeks straight. Right, moving along. Just grabbing these out. Spiral staircases, another one of my pet projects. I have done so many versions of these. Let's get this one out. It's got a little bit stuck. I've done so many different versions of this. I really do love them. Check them out on the website. We done one with crystals. This one is graduating, so you got smaller one at the top, going down to larger one at the bottom. I have done this one's quite recent actually. We done a spiral staircase with these really lovely hex cut beads. Very easy. Using size 11 and size 15, so you somewhat looks more delicate, but you don't have to go through the size 15s again. You're only going through the size 15s when you just pick them up, I guess. But spiral staircase, and these are my oldie oldies or samples. These again, yeah, very old, maybe 10, 15. No, definitely more than 15 years old. But I had so many different play with spiral staircase. Just to pick these up, and you can see I like teal, tealy colors, crystals, little pearls, just seed beads, just like different, just experimenting with different, like matte and shiny seed beads. And then we done a whole bunch of bracelets with the crystals. I really do love these ones. They look so pretty. And this is another classic example that you don't have to have a clasp. You can just use a larger crystal or the larger bead as your clasp. And then, like, I experimented with double and triple version of this. We said we're going to do the triple version some point in the bead club. I don't know when is it planned in, but I really do love. I mean, look at this, how this one, hold on, let me just move this out, and I know the time but I really do want to show some of these ones to you. So this one's got a triple at the bottom, got double on the side, and single spiral staircase at the top. I really do love it. And I love the colors as well. I love the teals and the purples together. Right, trucking on, not chucking on. Trucking on. Just put this down. Did loads of different things. This is the other kind of like how you could create like a popcorn looking jewellery with hat pins. So we did this, we did oh, I love this, and I want to redo this some point. The gemstone and crystal bracelet with hat pins. I really did love this one. Creating it as well and putting it together. And look how fluid it is. I love working with jump rings. Did stuff with memory wire. I think we did something like this not that long ago. Oh, this one was my pet project. My take of French beaded flower brooch, because I just had to make the leaves. I already had the acrylic roses themselves. Oh, there is an acrylic roses necklace here. Look at that. Very nice, very easy make, and it just gives a very pretty, pleasing to the eye look. Now, next one is I wore this necklace. I wear this necklace all the time because I do have quite a lot of white tops. We did a rainbow bracelet, which then we added an extended chain, so you can wear it as a necklace as well. I really do love this bubbly effect. We should do something like this because I haven't done anything like that before. Like they have not before. We've done it before. We haven't done anything like that for a long time. I really do love that technique. Right, knotting with again, we did this some time ago. Just using, I wanted to say it very quickly, and I'm getting brain freeze, so I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Metallic thread and crystals, very easy pattern and very pretty make. Going back to tiger tail, popcorn, like sort of a not popcorn, like more like a fringe look with tiger tail. I really do love it. And those beads, because they move up and down on the tiger tail as you moving about when you're wearing it, I love them so much. Right, next lot of goodies. done these Rene pendants, I think we call them. Super jewel. They're just so pretty. Let me just zoom in a little bit more on these ones. So there is a rivulet inside it. They're done with mini duos. We've done so many different colors and I love it. I really do love it. Very pretty. When I designed this, what was in my mind? So this looks more like a store-bought item, because sometimes you can get that jewelry which like the gold or silver or something or whatever material they use, more like a chain like wrap around it. So I loved designing this one. Oh, another one of my favorite, this one again on USB number 4, is the Simon brain freeze here. What did we call this? It's a ginkgo bead bracelet, and I don't know if actually we given a name for it. Maybe just called the ginkgo bead bracelet. I really love doing this one. Very pretty design. Done it in so many different colors. Really, I really do love this. So this is on USB 4. I think we did it as a kit as well. Very like you stitch it together with needle and thread. Now staying with the ginkgo beads, we did a ginkgo bead necklace. I think this is coming up some, did we do this or is just coming up some point in the, no, we did the ginkgo bead necklace in the bead club. Do keep me straight. I don't know, one day is the same as the other sometimes. I'm just going to show you a couple of colors and then move straight on because you've got so much other things to see. So this one was really nice one to do as well. Oh, this is just a project on USB 4. Again, all sorts of different patterns made with super gem duo beads. I really loved playing with this one as well, and this one was a classic example that I worked the pattern out, and then I, you know, what happened last year, we had to put everything on a back burner and sort of do lives and other bits of pieces, and this got put on the back burner, and then I came back 6 months later and I found that I designed what I have done already. Check cabochons and no, they're candy beads actually, and nib bits. This one is, I've done it in a couple of colors. This is on the USB number 4 as well, the pattern for this one. Right, this one, I love this one. This is St. Petersburg stitch with the tile beads. We've done quite a few colors of this one. I really do love on pattern on USB number 4 as well. You can do them as larger, you can do them as smaller ranges. Really beautiful as well. I love this design. Let me just zoom out a little bit more so you can see it. I really do love. I got so many different colors. Look, there's so many colors there. I'll show you this one because this teal is, you know, is my favorite color. Actually, that teal would go really nice with that copper together, to blend them together. So that's that. Right, spiral stitches, Russian spiral. You know I'm a sucker for Russian spiral. Love it. So this was Russian spiral number 1. We did this many years ago. Probably Russian spiral 1 was one of the first kits I made, one of the first stitching kits I made up. Again, done it in so many different colors using 3mm bugles and delica beads. Just you can use different colors. There's so many different variations. Do check them out. I do really want to redesign this and do some new colorways and do bits of pieces because it's so elegant, and I really do love this stitch so much because you can just let me just pop this one on. You can just wear it in a stack of jewelry and it just blends right in there. Really comfortable, looks very delicate as well. Lucy's saying Russian Spiral 1 is her favorite. Then from Russian Spiral 1, we went to Russian Spiral 2, which was, again, same stitch. Actually, I'm going to put this on as well. Same stitch, but here we are using 4mm pearls and size 11 seed beads. And can you see like how different is the two there? Like, and they do both the same stitch. This one is Russian Spiral 2 as well. We did this not that long ago, I think, didn't we, Simon? Yeah. Yeah, Simon's saying yes, I can't remember. So from Russian Spiral 2, then we went into Russian Spiral 3, which we did use long bugles and seed beads with it. Let me just grab this purple one because I love this one. Again, same stitch, very different look. And then from that we went to Russian Spiral 4, which just using crystals. So this one is really, really sparkly. No matter how you wear it, this is really gonna sparkle. So that's it on the Russian spirals. They may be, may not be a number 5, you never know. There is always different variations to look for this stitch. But I already got, like, I got so much. Look at this, that tray is so full with all. And look at that color. I love that color. That's my favorite color. Right, are we got a few more bits? Oh, very old jewelry again. 10-15 years ago, just a peyote stitch base with something on the top of it. Again, very old one. The beads are discolored on this one, but I still love it. I still keep it. Right, peyote stitch. Peyote stitch is another one of my favorites, and I've done so many different variations as well. These ones actually, they're Chinese seed beads, and I had to pick through a lot of the, I remember this because I got quite annoyed with it, because Chinese seed beads, they are great for stringing, but they're not really great for doing stitching because they're uneven, and I had to pick through a lot of the beads to get kind of enough fat for a bracelet. So I think it was like 100 gram of seed beads, and I probably used like 30-40 gram of it in the end. But these ones, like some of the very first pieces I did do. This is a double drop peyote, just a clear, silver line clear, and I think I wore this to a wedding or something. I can't remember, it was such a long time ago. Pink ones, double drop peyote again, all sorts of things. Now, once we did do with peyote, we did a couple of things. I'll need to show you. So this one is the even can peyote stitch bracelets. We do have them on the website. They're just so like the same stitch, just because you're using different beads here. You are graduating them up and graduating them down. You get this bubbly effect. I really do love this one. Just I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you one more color. Let's pick this gold one, but we got loads of colors on the website. Really nice and easy one to do. And then I added a crystal button on the top. Now from that we did things like we did the little stars. This was a BeadClub project, and when I was teaching I made a huge star. Probably this is gonna go on our Christmas tree next year. I really loved designing and putting this together, and loved making it in the BeadClub as well. And if you're not in a bead club, do check the BeadClub ad because we have so much fun. Now this was another one of my City and Guilds one when I did it. So this one was an orchid inspiration, and as you can see, I used to love white and red together. It's just a little purse again with peyote stitch with delicate beads. And other things are here. This one is a peyote base, and then just some beads added onto the top. I really do love, come on camera, I really do love this technique as well. Then we did peyote stitch rings. These ones I loved creating them. Just gonna pop one on my thumb. There we go. I need to zoom out a little bit, and then I can bring it in closer. There we go. So we did a couple of variations of that one. We did peyote stitch with the lovely pendants there. That was a great one. That was a great one to do, and we did it in so many different colors. Even that one is, these are hematite. This one is howlite. There's so many of them. I'm not gonna grab them all out, but they're all there now. Next one is one of my very favorite stitches is the flat spiral, and we had so much fun with this last year. We did a rainbow, we did an ombre version, we did all sorts of different ones. You could use like a single color or you can blend it in. That one was from ombre, that's the rainbow. This is the ombre as well. So you can see that blue is there, but I did do this one in a crystal version as well. So this was just the crystals, and then we had, didn't we have another version? I think we might have had another version, but I definitely want to play with this stitch again because it's such a pretty stitch, and you can do like so much. And where's my blue? There is my blue one. You can make it reversible. So this one I can wear it like light blue, or I can turn it around and I can wear it dark blue as well. So you could do all sorts of different things with this stitch. Right, moving along. I only got a few more bits and I'll let you go. I've got much more, but I'm only going to show a few more bits. Right. Okay, so Everbloom cabochon, I love these. I really do love these. We did this in so many different ways. I love I found these cabochons. They in a factory, and I said I have to have them. I have to do something with them. I just really loved how they look because they got real flowers inside them. So they were represented in a different way. They were in like big settings for key rings and all the other bits and pieces. And I said to the factory, no, I don't want it like that. I just want the cabochons. And then they looked at me like I was mad. Why do I just want the cabochons? Why don't I want these big fittings on it? And yes, I said because I want to bead around it. But I loved making this one because it's something natural. It's something, Ruth is saying I got all day, bless you. Something natural to do. Right, okay, so did this not that long ago. The little pendants, Victoria pendants. I love these ones because they are very easy ones to do, very effective. You can buy them separately. We got a big bundle of them as well. When you make how many colors together, Simon, in a big bundle? 20 colors, 20 pendants. So they all there. Right, this one is a very old piece. This one is African Helix stitch, and we're gonna do this in the bead club soon, some point. I think there's maybe July, August time. I quite remember, but again, it's just a different stitch. I'm quite memorized about sort of tubular stitches, and I don't even know where is this from, but I used to wear this necklace quite a lot as well. Oh, this one was we did it in the bead club, and it's on USB number 4 as well. It's the beaded chain with the bar beads. I really do love it because it just gives you such a pretty look. And let me just grab out another one. Oh, let's have a look at this gold one. It just gives you such a nice look on your wrist. How those seed beads are wrapped around each other. These ones are always my favorite to do something with hat pins. And this was our lava bundle we had quite some time ago again. Just adding sort of bits of pieces together, turning them with eye pins, turning them into components, and then just linking them together with jump rings. So I did quite a few of this. Right. Oh, these ones. I love these ones. So we did things like the hedgehog bracelet. This one is a double flat spiral. Then we did, there is the lily bracelet with the pearls. We did so much, like over the years. We did this not that long ago. Maybe it was last week or the week before. The right angle weave 2 technique called Selena. That necklace is called. Again, another right angle weave bracelet with I could stay here for another I don't know, long time. Ooh, this one is in USB number 3, the pattern for this one. Just using different size crystals. This is advancing in right angle weave, using different size of crystals and pearls on the top of it. Very, very pretty pattern. We never did this as a kit. Maybe I need to turn this into a kit, but lovely, very, very lovely pattern. Another hedgehog bracelet. This one is with gemstone chips. Oh, we have got the St. Petersburg stitch, and I love this one. I'm going to show you this very quickly. St. Petersburg stitch with a hematite pendant and the seed beads on there. So we had so many. Oh, this one there's much more, so I could sit here another hour, but I'm not going to, because it already went over half an hour, and I had a box lined up with all the sort of working in progress samples, but I think we're going to have to do that on another time, because I see like we really running out. Christopher's getting impatient because we're going to go to the shops with him. This one is USB number 3. So there's so much, created so much over the years. I love beading. Beading is my passion. Like, you know, when you come across it, you find, that's one is a peyote stitch again. You find what's your real love and you stick with it. This is another one. This is just netting. We did this not long ago in the BeadClub, and then we launched it on the website as well. Zoom out a little bit. There's so much here. Oh, I love this one. So this one is USB number 3, the ginkgo earrings. I really loved playing with this one as well, because with this one there is no rules. You can just make it up as you go along, and because they look very organic and like twirly, they just look great. So I love creating this one as well. Right, my lovelies, I got like so much more to do. We would have so much more for you to show, but we're gonna have to wrap it up somehow. There's a bit of netting, or we said we're going to do netting some point, I think, just like a little bunchy pendant and just a single strand necklace with it. There is other ones in there as well. Yeah, I could sit here, but I'm netted bracelet. Look at this. I really loved this one. A very, very easy and simple design as well. But we're gonna have to stop, because it could go all day long. So, as this was our very last Sunday beader, look, only the top of the cupboard is empty. The bottom is like there's still loads there. But another time, we're going to do another time. Maybe I'll do the very first one when we return in the autumn. So this was the last Sunday beader for the summer. So I really do hope you enjoyed it. And yeah. From tomorrow, our schedule is changing. We're going to be doing Facebook Lives on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just sort of space it out in the week a little bit more. So the Tuesday one is moving to Friday, and hopefully we will be back with Sunday Beader in the autumn. Also, we're going to do something special in August, so do keep an eye out for that one. And that's it from me today. So I'm going to be back tomorrow. Christopher, can you just pass me that tree? We're going to be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we are going to be doing the wisteria, so you do really want to tune in for this one, because this looks fantastic and very enjoyable and an easy one to do as well. So you really want to tune in for that one. Right, my lovelies, everybody have a fantastic Sunday, and it's Bank Holiday Monday actually tomorrow for us as well in the UK. So we have tomorrow, most of us have tomorrow off as well. I see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on Total Beads. And if you do follow me, pop on Kitti Robinson Designs tonight, because at 7 p.m. I do my Sunday night chit chat. So I will see you there as well. Bye everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon.